It's Bristol.
We're in Bristol. We're in Bristol for the Poshmark event. So we thought, you know what? We're going to go and have a looky around those charity shops. We don't come to Bristol a lot, even though it's really close. I associate it with going on holiday due to their airport and the fact that they charge me £9 to drive through the city now, which is extortionate.
Which means we stay away.
We're not in London town. Bristol's not as good as London. I don't care what anyone says.
No, it's not. I'm not paying £9 for the pleasure.
No, so we don't come to Bristol a lot, and we live near Bath as well. Bath and Bristol are very close to each other, so we have the best of both worlds.
Without being moany about it as well, it's like for most of the time we're in the car, it's work. So to pay it, it's another cost.
Yes,
simple. This was a retro-y looking Nike Air jumper, quarter zip hoodie.
It's cool though.
Yeah, it was really cool. The logo is based on a kind of a late 80s, early 90s kind of neon print. It's cool. But it was very the zip, the kind of the inside, the drawstrings, all very more modern, if you know what I mean.
The lady in the shop was actually telling us that this one, we always stumble across this one. I never know where it is, so don't ask me. But the woman was saying it's a very student-based area, and she tries to price accordingly to that rather than the prices of Bristol in general, which are higher due to the fact that it's in a city. She was very helpful, you know.
Yeah, she was.
She told us where all the other charity shops were. She was a doll of a human.
Yeah, she was. She gave us a whole new kind of place to look, actually, didn't she?
And they had a premium rail, which is was spicy. I'm not gonna lie, it was a spicy rail.
Well, we got a few bits anyway.
Yeah.
This thing I've got in my hand right now.
This is a Montgomery James. What's that from?
Original, I don't know.
No. Anyway.
It's an original Montgomery duffel coat. They're known for making duffel coats. And they go for very good money. This was very bobbly, so it was sold as seen, and I think it was £10, I want to say.
Yeah, so we're going to put some elbow grease into it, but we should get a nice free figure return, right?
Yeah.
They did a collab with... Who did they do a collab with? Stone Island.
Yeah, recently did a collab with Stone Island. They go for like £300-400. Obviously, this isn't that. Expect probably 100, 150-ish. I would say more between 100 and 125.
Those toggles
with
are
things.
fit.
I was actually going to say, if you ever get one of these coats, that they actually list them on their website in toggle types. So that's wooden toggles.
Cute.
Which is slightly more premium.
Lovely. This is Dolce and Gabbana. It was £20. I know, it was £20. Oh, this was a nice aqua scooting. It was like a shooting jacket, wax. You don't see a lot of wax. They're mainly trench coats and wool coats. Anyway, going back to this jumper, £20, but it is like a Fair Isle.
It's lovely. It was thick knit as well.
Look at that high neck. I love a high neck. I love a thick knit. It hits all the boxes of just desirable items of clothing to wear. I agree.
Like, you could pay £10-15 for like in a charity shop for a sea salt or something like that.
Yeah, 100%.
Of that jumper. So for D&G, it's actually pretty cheap.
It was on the premium rail, and I thought that, although it was a premium price, it was very reasonable.
Worth it. This was really cool too.
This is gorgeous. This is Arquette. I love it when they put label. Yeah, I love it when they put the thick labels in. £35, which, if you are personally buying, I think is an absolute steal.
I do.
A little bit too much for us in terms of resale. We wanted to show the variety of brands, etc. And it's just a really nice piece in general.
It's really nice.
Picked up these shoes. Can you remember what the brand is of these shoes? Otherwise, I'm going to get in trouble.
I totally can. I put it by here. It's a Maruti.
Maruti.
Yeah, basically they're well known for boots and shoes, but predominantly these kind of chucker style.
Yeah.
They do different kind of prints. They'll probably go for around about £60-70.
Hair calf or pony skin, whatever you want to say. And there was no molting either. Always check for molting when you're looking at pony skin, etc.
Molting, we say balding.
Balding,
sorry.
This
is a Sweaty Betty beanie hat. Once again, needs a little quick debobble, but nothing stressful there. $3.99, and once again, always have a dig in the baskets and the boxes with all the different. Like, this was just sat with a load of like just generic beanie hats.
$3.99. That's chilling. We should get 25 back. 20, 25.
Easy.
Yep.
Easy money.
Wonderful. And on we go.
You were like a challenge Annika then.
I feel like I haven't worn a skirt for a long time, so that might be a bit mentally, hard to handle for the viewers there.
Okay.
It's hard for me.
It's hard for you to view, is it? Okay, yeah. I'm with you. So now this is the area the kind lady in the charity shop originally told us where to go.
It's off the side of White Ladies Road. That's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah, exactly that.
Halfway up, and then you tuck in.
Some really nice bars, restaurants, that kind of thing. That's me just rubbing my hands together because I've just, what do they call it?
Sanitisation.
There you go.
You always sanitise.
I like
Do
to.
your hands
I'm a
get
clean
dry?
guy. No, they don't.
No,
I've
just
got
wondered.
good hands. Thank you for asking, though.
I was just wondering.
I don't know if I catch it fully, but in this cabinet, there's a pair of £99 Vivienne Westwood jeans. That's all I can tell you.
faded, though.
I can't tell you. Yeah, they were used. I can't tell you if they were good, bad, or indifferent. All I can tell you the buttons were Vivienne Westwood, and I can't say much more than that, really.
No, I love an Oxfam. Everyone knows how strongly.
No, you love an Oxfam.
I honestly do. But this one was tripping.
This was how much? $49.99, and this was a bootleg Dolce & Gabbana
Cardi.
jumper.
Yeah, I mean, it had quality to it, but
I mean, it was a decent fabric, but it was like it's like the size label. Look at your face now. Oh yeah.
Look, I got
that.
product on my face today, so I actually look like I haven't just woken up or been dug out the nearest graveyard.
These are a pair of Ami jeans, or Ami Paris jeans. Oh, hello. Basically, this company is well known for this kind of ace jumper. It was massive about 6 months ago to a year ago, and they were a pair of jeans. They're very, very expensive to buy, but they were £60 there. So they just.
It's a good brand though. That's a good brand to look out for. It's not. I wouldn't call it niche, but I call it less popular in the UK.
For sure, it sells a lot better in the US.
Yeah,
and I would also say it's.
You like it, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's really smart. The quality is pretty good for the price point. But overall, it's something to keep an eye out for. And once again, the label itself doesn't look necessarily too expensive. Talk to me about these things.
Oh, yeah, you let me talk about these things with a name I can't say. We picked up some of these earlier in the year.
Mahabi or something it's called.
And they were really popular with all the influencers at one point. They were £40 in here, and that's about what they go for on the Bay.
There was no meat on the bone. This was a long sleeve toast top, which was, I think, £4. And then the rest of the stuff in this shop was on the more expensive side, correct?
So we had to find the fault, and it did have a bleach stain on the back. So
it did indeed. I think I show it later.
This is an Ichiko. It's like a dark brown, incredibly oversized, Pima cotton piece. It's on New Label. I love those rubberized labels.
Yeah, it's like rubberized on heavy cotton. It's really nice. That is.
Yeah, I actually just like the label on the item. It's £22. Tell me what you think about that. I'd like to know what pieces people would pay up for, because we might have different things. This is Finisterre. It's a smock. It's £15. It's a smock type of top. It looks very toasty, actually. It wasn't very outdoors walky. It was more I'm going to paint in the countryside.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd just like to say you're very talky tonight, and it is putting me off my game. I am off my game because you are talking so much.
I'm known to talk over you, so I'm trying to kind of take a back seat. No, I'm no Red Bull. Not this. Not
10 pence in the jukebox.
Why are you going to be so harsh, huh? Brutal.
Anyway, this shop has
I'm actually very tired. I'm not used to being up of an evening, and to be quite frank, the midnight driving last night did me no favours. I cannot lie.
This is Mr. Roberto Cavalli. I love picking up Roberto Cavalli.
It's just
because
Cavalli.
he's just it's fun. It's fun stuff. If you get the Just Cavalli from the more 2000s range, it was a tie sleeve situ in this beautiful silk graphic print. I think when it comes to Mr. Cavalli, the wilder the better. The more animal print, the better.
Another Finisterre piece here.
This is a larger, it's a 16, yeah. It's a roll neck. It had a little bit of loss of shape for me.
It was chunky though, it was oversized, wasn't it?
That's not why I wouldn't have bought it. But it was £40.
That's why we didn't buy it.
£40 of the good money.
These are all leather Grenson men's sandals. And they go for good money.
I like how you pointed out the G there, it wasn't the most obvious thing on the screen at that time.
If you don't know that logo, it wouldn't be obvious, would it, really?
I'm pointing at you doing the point. Anyway, they were £8. They were £8, and they go for about 60 to 70 on bids. That was though, so I'm gonna push it. Leather sandals. We sold some collaborations with Grenson, Henry Holland, and they sold very quickly in a size 2.
When I was in the comps, actually, they make those in the men's in black or black. Exact same shoe.
You also picked up a Paul and Shark polo shirt. For
the retail, yeah, I did. The retail for anything Pull and Shark is really, really high originally. And once again, some of the comps don't tell you that so much. But yeah, it's well worth picking them up if you can get them for reasonable money. And they're in good condition.
Here we are, Mr. Bleach.
Where are you? Show me the bleach. It was there.
Yeah, it was there, I promise. Then Austin found this. This is we had a little tiff in the shop about this one. So this is...
There was no tiff.
This is an Alexander McQueen MCQ.
Jacket.
It's a jacket.
It has zip-off sleeves, which I think is kind of dandy.
The issue for me is 45. So I don't get why the Finisterre jumper was 40 and this is 45. That just annoys me to start with. And I know it shouldn't annoy me, but it does annoy me.
Quick side note, Jam Industries. Jam Industries do really nice heavyweight clothing. Randomly, Andy Jordan from Made in Chelsea, he owns that brand with his brother.
Never knew that.
True story.
Did you know that?
I did indeed.
Oh my goodness, you didn't let me know.
I told you that in the shop and you looked at me gone off.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Moving on.
and I got this real thing about black when it fades. You know, heavy cotton when it fades.
Yeah.
Like you wash it once and it
Dead.
goes that grey colour.
Yeah,
I
agree.
It hurts my soul a little bit.
If it's denim and stuff like that, doesn't matter so much. It kind of gives it that kind of like weathered look.
Yeah.
But with kind of nice, clean, new, fresh pieces, it makes them look old quickly.
If anyone lives in Bristol or near Bristol and would like to recommend any like really like cool food spots, I like food a lot and I like trying new stuff. But I really like in the mood at the moment for like, some really like, some like what I call hipster food, like some cool food.
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
Like I want to like eat a bowl of ramen or something like that,
Well, I gotta be honest with you, I don't, but I totally feel what you're saying.
You can watch me eat it.
I can do that.
But we were walking past all these places, and I would just like to know which ones, like, people... I like recommendations. I like to know where you've had a nice time, because I guarantee I can have a nice time there too. That
sounds like a challenge of nice timeness.
Yeah. We could do, like a YouTube channel where we just go to places people recommend and have a nice time. Isn't that what every vlogger in the early 2000s did?
Like, yeah,
anyway.
literally. You have to go and eat today because you're filming.
This is a Brandon charity shop.
Brandon?
It's called Brandon.
Oh, I thought you missaid random.
No, Brandon.
That's hilarious. Okay, moving on.
I went to the women's section and had several small heart attacks after each other while Austin perused the men's section.
Based on pricing?
Yes, you know us now. We're all more than willing to pay up. Always more than willing to pay up.
This is.
Yeah, beautiful. But I don't understand when I have to pay up for trash.
No, I agree. I agree. Either misshapen or just bad or...
Yeah, we'll show you in a minute.
This is a Ted Nugent vintage Weekend Warriors t-shirt. This is like early 2000s, so it's just vintage, but it's a repro of like a 70s shirt. I just thought it was really cool in navy, which you very rarely see.
Good angle of it there. Oh, there we go.
There you go. It's £8 and it probably go for about... Well, I know it will go for about 40, 45, maybe even 50.
That's £50. £50 for cos. £50.
I love cos, but that's just harsh.
This is Isabel Marant, and I thought, yeah, this is a player. It's shrunk, and
you can see it shrunk from here.
Yeah, it's you can see how tight that weave is.
That's a tight weave.
Yeah. Anyway, and it's also cropped now.
The old crop top in wool.
It's £75. It's Italy. It's Italy.
Yeah, it's like
£75.
For anyone who doesn't understand.
And it shrunk.
It's their diffusion line. It's not their main line. So Isabel Marant would be much more expensive. Italy is less expensive. So that's why Bethany's shouting, it's Italy, it's Italy.
I mean, I would have probably been like, if it was 30 quid, I'd have been like, oh, it's shrunk though, guys. Don't worry about it. But it's shrunk. It's £75.
I just picked this up because it was kind of beautiful. I'm a massive fan of cars. Not when it's £40, granted. But do you know what? One thing about cars, which is really interesting, their sales are always amazing in store.
Yeah.
So if you enjoy or like cars yourself, like honestly, half the time you are probably better off going in the sales, I'll be honest.
Yeah, or if you want to tag Austin in any of your cos menswear.
Yeah, like a 25XL would be suit me down to the ground. Or double is fine.
No, single XL.
No, I'm like, unless, where's oversized? If it's oversized,
it's shapeage. You can't shop by size anymore. We live in the 21st century. We're free humans. We can shop in different size ranges.
I can shop in. I can shop in a size small.
Power to the people.
I could shop in size small, my dear.
Yeah.
But if my belly's busting out the seams, it doesn't make for a good look. Moving on.
Each their own. I personally like you in something a bit, you know.
This
anyway,
is taking a dark
we purchased
turn.
this top. How much did you ask for it?
I did say you don't listen to me now. You see,
sorry.
I said it's £8. I'm looking for £45 to £50.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful money.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Depop.
Possibly. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go vintage too.
I feel like your voice feels like. Does it feel worn out?
Mine.
From the talking that you've done this.
Absolutely done for. Yeah, 100%.
Episode.
And I'm also really. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I am done in.
We walked up the road, and looking for a St. Peter's Hospice, and we could not find one.
Well, we did find it, didn't we? It was closed.
It was closed.
And
yeah,
the
it
building was
wasn't
for
there.
rent.
Yeah, but we did find a scope, which was massive, by the way, just to let everyone know. It was ginormous. I rate my face in this.
Air Max 89s, guys, for anyone watching. Premium leather, quilted, leather inside, or guts, as the kids say.
Do they?
Yeah, the
That's
inside.
disgusting.
those guts.
Why do young people have to be so disgusting?
How old are you?
I'm very young, actually. I'm a daisy.
They were £30. They probably go for used, probably about 60 or 70. So there is good money in them. Or if you want them for yourself, but like just doubling up on something like that is not enough.
They had some Ralph Swim shorts there, and I was amazed that they have little pockets.
Yeah, it's like
What do you put in there?
Your key or your change.
You couldn't get a key in there. That's for like bad things. Maybe
What's
here
this
it
what?
is.
I don't even know what you're talking about. This is a Vivienne Westwood shirt. This is one of the shirts which you saw a lot of kind of maybe like circa 2 years ago in TK Maxx. So they do still have good value, but they're like known as those things.
We would have paid 18.
I would have paid 18 all day long, but you can see the armpits are seriously worn.
Fresh.
Fresh. Well, very
Freshly
unfresh
worn?
actually. Yeah, freshly worn. Okay. So put it back, and with black, like I hate to say, there's just no hiding that. There's no like, it is what it is. They're
There's
worn,
no
you know.
hiding. You could dye it. Just in the pits.
I'm not dying pits.
Why do you keep looking at me like you're really being quite judgmental with your eye contact this evening?
I'm putting shades on the next one.
You're getting all mouthy. You're being all noisy.
Raucous, if you will.
Acne Studios. For anyone who doesn't know, I've had this a couple of times. Acne Studios is the same as Acne and Acne Jeans, but Acne Jeans and Acne was the original name for the company.
This is the name now.
Before they went full into fashion. Because before they were like a design, architecture, marketing company that started producing denim. Acne does actually stand for something, which I can't do off the top of my head because I can't remember off the top of my head.
I'm sure people can use a Google machine.
Yeah, it stands for something. But then they went into fashion fully, and then it's obviously
Which I actually think is an outstanding story.
Yeah.
They're based in Stockholm. Am I making
Yes,
that?
a lot of people ask me. They're like, "No, Acne is not the same as Acne Studios." They're exactly. What are the chances that two companies that deal in fashion are of the same?
With very
name?
similar logos.
No, there's just of different times in the company. You know when like
That does
Christian
happen, to be
Dior
fair,
dropped Christian.
Yeah. I get
When
it.
YSL went to
Saint Laurent.
Yves Saint Laurent dropped Yves. It's not the same about Yves. I'm just saying. But that was Bristol. Bristol scares me, but we made it. We made it.
And we had a cracking evening with some cracking people.
At the old Poshmarkian event, which it will be available to the general public soon. I promise.
It's a coming. Bye.